What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts with my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mistra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Who'll preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers, but for Merkel I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Night Song's in that cage, Ketheric will keep getting back up.
swift as my feet can carry me.
Can't afford to let up.
One can't always be a gentleman. Good move.
Focus your attack, soldiers! Focus your attack, soldiers!
A little help, please.
Fancy their chances.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
striking distance.
Not learned. I am beyond death, fool!
At the ready.
Need to stay focused. Take you. Have to keep going.
Creator. Destroyer. It shall be done.
Eat this!
What's the plan? shall be done.
The witching hour.
I'm ready.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Back in your cage!
Got to concentrate.
The lance board is set.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Mistress Silken Tresses. Victory is assured. I'm ready.
On my way.
Time to kill.
to my life. Sustain.
Take you.
Turn someone inside out. Take you. Take you.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
It's not every day you get to kill the chosen of a god.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the...
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source, and it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stuff. Our chances of success are slim. I will be your shield, and when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Excellent choice.
My faith will guide me.
To bear.
Take your...
I need healing. No one stopped me yet.
From Waterdeep.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more. Take you!
breathing, despite everything.
Thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Like your mind. Once you're dead. How'd you survive?
There are important matters to discuss.
Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. There you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I didn't even... Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but... No matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
What was it like in there? In the curse? Horrible than you can imagine. Try me.
For you, Hellrider.
You'd make a fine fist.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Once the curse is lifted, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another.
To the horizon.
Begone! I must admire Isabel's fulsome beauty away from prying eyes.
Sorry.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to...
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I had Mizura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizura replaced it with a sending stone. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I showed him my... After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I understand. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion... No, he did the only thing he could, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, He missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. You bet your ass I am. And I won't...
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something? I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we... What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it's...
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father... I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found Last Light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Ketheric Thorm. Father of my one and only love. Enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. Even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel. By her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell. Claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side. So mighty are her wonders, her
You should come over more often. You wanted something? I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, These lands will heal.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. That it is a common right among Selûne's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come. But not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last. Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
All's well, I hope? Aside from the obvious. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so... I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shar denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shar still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. Fine. What's on your mind? Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I've a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane. I am free from my body. You must face them.
Pray, ask.
and I will tell why.
So mighty are her.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
So, and here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something. I guess I'll... It sounds awful.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to... Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Ah, my favorite... Darling. Lead on.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Attention!
I'd love to, thanks.
Let's move.
Shadowheart was The party's full. You'll need to make room. I will see you soon. Speak. You're full up. Dismiss someone ready for battle. Speak your mind. Action, not reaction.
Never a dull moment.
At the ready. Salutations.
Keep a blade close.
charmed, I'm sure.
I've got a long road ahead.
Tell me, Laser.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another, then I can join you. I swear, I can already feel... Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature... And I'm glad to be had. You are blessed with several companions as it is.
Toss me back in the shadows.
Ketheric's done.
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
Gods.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need Halsin's strength and loyalty. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always... Baldur's Gate may not know it yet. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own. Together, we will...
Baldur's Gate is west of the tower. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home.
I swear, I can... Your ranks are full. You will need to make an opening for me, if I'm to follow you.
If I must. But...
I am ready, whatever may come.
to do.
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
Gods, I can't wait to be back home. Particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. The weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
Whoever or what.
On the road ahead, we can at least be proud that the Shadow Curse is no more.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some fun. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she's...
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
The gate is closed. Cazador and a grand ceremony to place him in a position of such esteem. The world will We will kill him. But there's more to it. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Let's find out more about the ritual before... If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find... We should get to them first. Unless Cazador has changed their...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to... Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to... But sleep is...
Hear me. The city thirsts for domination. March! Join.
Help me. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Ahead.
Nature shall be defended, at any cost. Mistra Rill.
Run quickly. I can't do this without you.
Sylvanus, preserve us. That orb's about to shatter.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Patched up. Pushing on.
you shall find me.
Ignorance breeds madness.
There is much to do. Come to the skull. A welcome rest.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
I crave blood.
I need you, now!
The Oak Father's work is never done.
The skull! Come to the skull! It's not over. Come to the skull.
Yankee is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
The gods are watching me.
Destroy the Honor Guard.
Perish without aid!
I must regain control of the Githyanki prince. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Shastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on their prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. Like it or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Whatever this gig...
You continued. You're mine. Now, hold out your hand. wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. What are you?
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast.
I suppose if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your ally...
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood when you feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present.
You are exquisite. But we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to... We must not let them...
Gith's only son. It is not the Gaith visitor that Vlaakith would just... It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. The prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Gaith slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed, and every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. Two words. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior, but I digress. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. That was last 10 day, though. Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Nearly there now.
There is so much
See the
wrong with
city?
that name.
Up on the hill.
It's up there, and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
Everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
What do you
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, you'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there, and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, as long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
All right.
Do we insist on continuing to be difficult? Get out of this. What's the right thing to do?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there, and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.